is record time right now. This is record stuff going on right now. I haven't done this many live videos in I don't know how long. This is the third one today, but this is important. I'm going to continue to do it. Okay. So this is awakened self expand. Okay. So this is what I'm talking about here. Your awakened self, you and your level of awakeness, right? Everyone has a different level of awakeness, right? A lot of it is depending on the hardships, tribulations, trials that you have gone and been through, right? So the heavier and deeper, the harder, the hardest stuff you go through is equaling to how awakened you are as a person, right? And it's also equal to when you don't really go through that much tribulations, when you would say life is just, oh my gosh, rainbows, right? So this is that type when you're able to look to people who are going through something hard, look on YouTube, look on videos, look on people who speak, know that they're going through something hard, and in that you can learn from that, and then you become awakened, right? So those are two types of awaken for me, right? The person who sees other people going through something hard, you become awakened because you see that that's happening. Or you went through it. You went through that trial and tribulation. You went through hell. You went through that catastrophe, and that's making you awaken. So those are the two. And I want to say by far, and it's obviously when you're going through those trials and tribulations, you'll become more awakened than as if you're the outsider looking out on that tribulation, right? Or it depends on how much you felt from that, right? But it will always be more of the person who was going through that trial and tribulation, however hard, you will become more awakened. You will become more aware to people, certain things. And most importantly, you will learn more deeper truths about you, your family, the life, the world, deeper truths that a lot of people are still trying to find out truths. They're still trying to find out what the world's about. They're trying to find out more about themselves, trying to find out more about their partners. And right, when you go through these trials and tribulations, or when things like you went through drugs, now you're sober, you went through smoking, you went through this, you went through foster care, you went through abuse, you went through several homes, you feel like you're going through an isolation with yourself, or you do something like that, or your parents got divorced. Your parents said, get the hell out of the house. Go live on your own. Crazy things. You had a death in your family. These are all making you more awakened. Sure, all that hurt and pain, but what I'm trying to get to is being awakened. Your awakened self, your soul is being more awake. Your eyes are more awake. You can definitely tell how awake someone is by looking at their eyes. You can look at someone's eyes and you can kind of tell how awakened they really are, how prepared they are, right? For me, it's been pretty crazy, right? But that's another thing. I would say I'm pretty awake, but I can be more awake, right? A lot of worse things could happen in my life that could freaking wake my ass up, right? There could be deaths, there could be murders, there could be a lot worse things in my life that's going to wake me up. But for now, I would say step into management position. That's awoken me a little bit, but I know I can do it. But still, I would say overall, I'm still an awake person. I'm awake. I'm not dumb. I know what's going on. I know people's intentions. I know what they're saying behind my back. I know, just things like that. You're awake. You know what's going on. You know the truths. You know what you should be doing, right? But being more awake is always important. Learning every day, but really your awakened self. The worst things, I've heard of stories where I was in treatment and my friend here, his mom's dead. His mom's dead, right? He knew her and she died. Oh my heck. You're in treatment, a place you don't want to be in. And your mom's also dead. Besides the hurt, besides all that stuff that he could say, this is dumb, this sucks, my mom's dead. Which it does. It sucks. A death. It's beyond anything. But what are you going to do? what are you going to do? You become more awake to the situation over time. You do. I see this wonderful lady on TikTok all the time. Her husband died. Best friend ever. Her husband died. Her husband died. Her best friend, her everything died. And she's going through that grieving process. She's going through all of that because her husband died and she doesn't know what to do. She has no clue what to do because her husband died. She feels lost. She feels, but going through that loss and hurt and everything, I'm pretty sure she's becoming awakened as hell. She's going to be a freaking awake woman. She's going to be a powerful woman. She's going to be a speaker. She's going to be rising. She is rising through that girl who lost her husband. She's rising above it. And when this girl who lost her husband is turning to the outside world and she's looking at all this mess, you look at people completely different. I'm telling you, when you go through trials and tribulations, the way you look at people and things is completely different. And people look at you as completely different. But that's okay. Because honestly, awakened people kind of do have a sense that they have this ability or they need to help people. Because they're awakened. And a lot of other people, they're not awakened. Because they've had these perfect lives or they don't want to learn. So these awakened people are trying to help these people to learn. If they want, if they care. People like, and stuff like that. So the more awake you are, the more you're able to help yourself. And the more awake you are, the more deeper truths you will learn. This quote I saw today, I'm going to put it up here on my Snapchat and everything. It says, this quote here that I'm about to put up, I read it and I was like, wow, the truth is much deeper than where most people care to swim. Oh my gosh. Wow, and that blew my mind. The truth is much deeper than where most people care to swim. Oh my gosh, look at these people. I'm going to do this and I'm going to stop there. I'm going to get this job and I'm going to stop here. I'm going to do this and I'm going to stop here. Maybe they are okay where they are, right? But if you want to learn deeper truths and go and find out more, you're going to have to go deeper levels, right? That means isolation, right? That means spending time by yourself, asking yourself those hard questions, not really putting yourself in harm's way, making yourself go through trials and tribulations. But certain people are picked to go through trials and tribulations so that they can find out deeper truths, right? Those people are selected by my belief is in God. My belief is in God. I read it and I was like, wow, my belief is in God. It's much deeper than where most people care to swim. My belief is in God. Okay? He appoints people to go through whatever they go through for certain reasons, right? Whatever it is you believe in. But I'm trying to say, the more awake you are, the more you're able to help people, and the more you're able to freaking rise above this society. Rise above this so-called, I don't know what the hell is going on, where it's ran by money, privileged people, and this just fake as hell. Being able to rise above that through raw hurt, raw intentions, learning who you are, going through it, facing that. Right? It's like doing that, being awakened. That quote hit me hard. It's like, oh my gosh, even me, I didn't want to go deeper, and do this or that. But because I did it, I'm able to learn deeper truths. I'm able to grow more and learn more because I went deeper. And so, when you're wanting to move to the next level and doing things like that, you just got to challenge yourself. You have to do it. You got to challenge yourself. Me, I've challenged myself more than ever this year. More than ever. And I'm going to keep challenging myself and keep growing. I'm going to help people and they're going to help me. And I'm going to be happy. And and so, but yeah, you see it every day. You go through this life and you see all these scenarios and all these people and they're just like, they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. They feel like they have to follow what other people are doing, do what other people are doing. It's like, no, you don't. You don't. Do what you want to do. So that's what I have to say about the awakened self. The more awake you are, the more you can help yourself, help others. But usually the people who are going through the hardest things, those are the more awakened people, right? The people who spend years and years in prison and ended up coming out of it, they're more awakened and they choose to do good, right? They choose to do good, change their freaking lives. They went from prison to changing other people's lives, being a motivational speaker. Okay, come on. That's literally something you can pass down. That's amazing. So being awakened is what you go through on a daily basis. And it's what you want. It's what you want. It's how awake you want to be. It's how much you want to put up to the plate. How much do you value yourself according to how deep you're going to go? Right? How much do you want to value yourself? How much confidence do you have? Are you going to let people talk on you? Or are you going to be strong enough to say, I'm not going to care what they think. I'm going to do my own thing because I believe in myself, I believe in my value, and I believe in finding out deeper truths.